Good morning, guys, and I'm continuing on from another video. So if I look like I'm already dying, I definitely am, because I've been out here working away. You guys will see what that is all about and soon. If you see it in the background, you'll see Josh's car is up in the air. Nothing is getting ready for Fab, so that's what's going on. We're not hiding anything there. I do have the new EVO motor here that I need to go ahead and get taken care of. So we gotta get this thing all torn down because we're not gonna be using much that's here. We're going to be using the short block. Obviously we're not putting this automatic transmission in the car that comes on this. This is out of like equivalent to the Subaru people, a Forester version of a Subaru that is turboed model. It has a smaller turbo on it, smaller camshaft profile and valve springs, but obviously we're not going to be using the head because we need to use our Myvec head that we got rebuilt for that thing, since it has the full EVO 9 wiring harness. So that means I need to go ahead and tear this thing all the way down, and I'm actually going to be showing you guys what we need to do to convert this over to a Myvec engine, because I had to do quite a bit of research on that, ordered everything we need, and now the only thing that's left to do is literally get everything off of here, get this thing all the way tore down so we can start going back in the other direction and get it back into that car. So now that we got that cylinder head off, we got the whole surface all clean and ready to go. Got the old gasket off there, everything looks good. Now we need to move on to the more involved step that I'm not excited about, and stepping over here, we need to remove our old oil pressure sensor right here. So we need to go ahead and unbolt that out of the block, and then this is where our Myvec line is going to run an oil feed line over and up to the cylinder head. So we need to drill this out and tap it for a larger size, and I'm going to show you guys what sizes those are, because I went ahead and already ordered them. So first off, let's go ahead and start getting this out, and then I'll go grab those drill bits and tap and show you what size we need. So if you guys are ever to attempt this, this is going to need a 27 and 64 inch drill bit, and then this is an M12 by 1.25 tap, and that is what we need to go ahead and drill and tap that hole to, because obviously this is way bigger than that. This is going to be for a banjo bolt, so that oil feed line will work. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing drilled out. In the means of this, I need to go ahead and get the axles out of Josh's car because he's on his way, so we're going to be taking that to Fab. So I need to kind of balance these two, and I don't have what I need for focus for this tap on the end. So I'm gonna have to go pick up one of those. So I think today I'm just gonna drill this thing out and then be ready to tap it in the morning. All right, I got those rear axles out, got the car back on the ground. We got our test motor in the car right now, just a bare long block that's junk, but this will be good for Fab. So we got that in the car, getting ready to put this thing on the trailer right now. We are running behind again. It is later because Josh just got off work, so we need to go ahead and get this thing on the trailer, and we're gonna get out of here. We got Josh's car all loaded up. We're gonna head out, get this thing dropped off. It's gonna finish out today's video. What's up, guys? And we're back out in the garage today, and I have been making some progress in the background here, but not too much without you guys. I did go ahead and get that hole tapped this morning. That was the first thing. So now that hole is all tapped. Now I'm just gonna pick it up, but that thing's all ready to go, so we can get that oil line on for the Myvic. Then I got our head studs already in the block ready to go. Just need to give a final clean to the surface, because obviously you can see some oil right there coming out of that hole. I do have an OEM gasket kit, so I gotta go ahead and grab that. But here's the original motor that was in the car. As you can tell, there's the hole. Went ahead and got the front timing off of this because this had a brand new timing kit on it, so we're going to be using that onto our replacement engine. And then it actually had a really nice competition clutch in it that I was told only had the 1,000 miles on it, and it definitely looks to be that part. So that's nice. Has a new flywheel as well. So these are going to be going on the engine. It has the 6-speed MR transmission going back in the car. So all this stuff is ready to go. I do need to get that automatic transmission off of that motor. But first, we're gonna get the cylinder head bolted back on here because this thing has a tank, and I'll actually be able to torque that down. We have to go ahead and I'll grab my fresh rebuilt cylinder head and our gasket kit, and we'll get that thrown on there. Okay, I got some things moved around. I got this surface all cleaned, ready to go. And moving over here, we have our freshly rebuilt EVO 9 Myvic head. This thing is all brand new. He did have to replace a couple valves in there that were bent. Has new valve stem seals, valve job, everything's good to go on this. So it's literally a brand new head. And we have our OEM full engine gasket kit. There's a part number for anyone that needs it. So I got that for an EVO 9. So that way we have every gasket we'll need to put this thing together. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this head on here, get it all torqued on, and then we can get this dang automatic transmission off here. There we have it, guys. We got our head all mounted on the block, torqued down, and I got all the new timing components switched over from that other motor, and I have learned a lot from the other EVO. So when you put this pin in here, everyone says it should slide in and out pretty much, so it does. And it's not too tight, everything looks good. Really happy. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all back covered up, and then we can move on to that stupid automatic transmission, and we're ready to get this thing in the car. So let me get this covered back up. Now let's move on to that tranny, get this thing ready. So guys, we are jumping ahead. We ended up having to go to the racetrack last night, but I did get this engine all the way together, and we got the clutch, flywheel, transmission on, and we got the throat bearing clicked in. This thing is ready to drop in to the white EVO, but unfortunately, we are not gonna get to that today because, as you can tell, Chandler's back. And you can see a sneak peek of the next video. What's that over there? So, till next time, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Living life up in the fast lane. Hey. Living life up in the fast lane. And I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down, I ain't slowing down. Living life up in